Recently, I've watched one of the most mind-blowing science fiction movie, Don't Look Up. And the story told about there were a doctor and the college students, Rita Mindy and Kate Debieski. They found a giant comet and the size was approximately 6 until 9 kilometers heading toward the Earth, and it will cause the extinction of human race and devastation of the world. And it will happen in 9 months and 14 days. And the thing what made me so interested to watch this movie until the end, it actually was not about the issue of comet, instead how the people react to it. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, today, we are facing a man-made disaster of global scale. Our greatest threat in 1,000-year climate change. Probably, we always hear about some news such as forest fire or the ozone hole that getting bigger, or perhaps the iceberg that decreased in mass year after year, and many more. Sometimes we feel sad to hear about it, and sometimes we ignore about it and even do not care about it. The phenomenon of modern culture made us forget and don't want to hear and listen to the scientific truth that the world and all of us will extinct if we don't solve this problem together. And then, have you ever questioned yourself, such as, what have I done for this planet? Don't we realize that all those disasters happen because of us, that we are the problem? Well, let's take a break for a while. And please stop blaming ourselves and don't give up. However, the problem of climate change, all of us and all people around the world need to take an action. Ladies and gentlemen, the huge change comes from one small step. And from this quote, I have learned very valuable lesson that I could implement it to save the nature. For example, in my boarding school, as the senior, we always give to motivation to the students that to keep environment clean by simply putting the rubbish into the trash can. Yeah, it seems easy, but most people don't do that and even don't care about it. And eventually, it made some areas in my boarding school dirty and smell. And occasionally, I feel anger due to what the most students did about this rubbish. And again, always becoming a person who always clean that. But somehow, I realized something, that by simply putting the rubbish into the trash can, that means I have already contributed to love nature and even save the world. Because I've read an article that there's research about the impact if we always throw the rubbish not in the right place, especially organic, that there will release one of the chemical matter called methane from the tons of garbage. It will fly into the atmosphere and could harm our ozone and harm ourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing here in front of you not as an expert to tell you about how action we need to do to save our world. But I'm probably one of billions people around the world who care and concerned about what's going on our planet. And I do believe that there are millions of people too who much care and even contribute a lot to solve our climate change problem. Maybe I can make a huge change like what most people do. But I'm just a boy who always able to put rubbish into the trash can. And I hope what I have done today will matter and bring huge impact for the future. And maybe you have your own way to save the nature and this planet. So do it. Even though we cannot do tremendous things. Even though the most people might not want to hear us, we have to take an action as a step to fix our life and make our world better for living. Even though it's small, tiny change, little by little. But again, remember, it will be really matter for ourselves, for our future, and for our world in the future. Thank you very much.